Keith was very instrumental in getting El Paso Media Group this airtime. And one of the nice things about the media group is we are able to communicate with our readers on many different levels. We have print products, we have online products, and now we have this radio product. And basically, we're going to be able to come on the air every day from 4 to 6 and talk to you about projects that we're working on and interesting articles and interesting people, and really expose you to the group of people that makes El Paso Magazine and all of the entities happen. So I want to say thank you very much to Keith Mahar.
Thanks, Keith. You're great. You're awesome.
She was crossing her fingers behind her back. I saw her.
We have it on video.
Oh, that's right. We do have it on video. And no silly hand gestures, ladies, because this will be
under the table.
Yeah, keep them under the table. That's right. I have to look at the keyboard, but Pete will promise to give us a little shout out with his hand. Some other voices that you can expect to hear on this show throughout the week, besides my own voice, if you're already tired of it, Acito Negron, as we told you before, he's the editor of newspapertree.com. David Crowder, one of the top investigative journalists in this market, who works at El Paso Media Group for newspapertree.com. He will join us on the radio. David Kay, a very, very popular, handsome young man who is a columnist for Newspaper Tree and a radio personality in his own right. And Felipa Solis, she also is a contributor to the magazine. She talks a lot about food and movies, is an expert in both of those fields, and is a media expert in and of her own right. So those are some of the people that will be on. I'm sure Christine will stop by a lot. I'm confident Jessica will stop by a lot, and we're going to answer the phone. Hello, caller. How are you? Muy bien, gracias. Is this Diana? Hi! I'm like, who is totally testing me? Diana, you know I know 7 words.
Thank you. Oh yeah, I'm a pro at this one.
Diana, you are very, very sweet to call.
Thanks, Diana. Aww, our little Gringa.
I know.
We'll teach her at work.
I have flashcards on my bookshelf at work. They're totally flashcards, and I'm going to start using them more frequently. Thanks, Diana. You're very sweet to call. Have a lovely afternoon. Bye. Diana pretty much is the backbone of the company. She is the secret publisher and the secret editor-in-chief. She runs the show at headquarters. And a special shout out to Diana and all the people we work with at El Paso Media Group. I think there's 13 of us.
No, I think there's 15 now.
15?
Yeah.
Really?
We're growing.
The only way I can count how many people there is I physically have to go around the L shape. So I have to go like Selena and David and Cito and Christine and me and Keith and Diana and Vale and Cassandra. And then I come back up around at a little bay, and then we have Cassie D. And we have Lindsay, that's the other intern that makes the world go round, and Jessica, and then Davi, who we previously mentioned. Marisol, with her cute Virginia. And Neil Davis. And then, who's on your team? Rebecca Cepeda. Hola, Rebecca! She's very pretty, that's why we say her name like that.
Yeah, she's
and Jimmy.
And Jimmy Calderon.
And Jimmy. And then we have sales interns, too.
We do.
There's a lot of them.
Yadira and Rosalie. Awesome. So great to us.
So yeah, I guess if we counted, maybe that's 15 now. And it's a very fun group of people. Oh, you can hear the train from here.
Yeah, you can hear the train.
Can our listeners hear the train?
If they're on the freeway.
That's super fun.
That's funny. You can hear it from here, and you can feel it from our offices.
Yeah, that's because that's right. We office right across the street from the Chase Building downtown, and the train literally goes underneath, and it
shakes a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of like a very long, mellow earthquake. Have y'all ever experienced an earthquake?
Yes. Yes. I lived in San Diego.
Not fun.
I experienced it, and I didn't even know I was going through it.
What time was it when the earthquake happened?
It was at a Denny's in Los Angeles.
At like 4 in the morning?
And I went to the ladies' room. It was in the morning. It was about 10 a.m.
Oh, how scary.
And people started running out of the
running around the restaurant, and I didn't know what was going on. And I just saw the little lamps shaking, and I thought, what's going on with all these crazy people? What are they doing? Why are they filming crazy? And then they said it was an earthquake, and so that was my first and last one.
And that's the only one you've ever felt?
I thought it was kind of cool.
Where do you remember your
Yeah,
How old were
I
you?
was like 2 years old, and my mom and I lived in this little apartment, and I mean, we were like in the apartment, and all of a sudden the building started to shake, and my mom was like, did a car just hit the building? And
That
I
was
was
scary.
I was little, so I don't remember my response, but no, Mom, that's an earthquake.
You were like,
I'm sure it was very funny. I'm sure you were even funny at 2.
Yeah, I was pretty funny at 2. I was like, Mother, that is an earthquake,
She was
silly.
grown up. She was 50 at 2.
Yeah, I had the soul of a 50-year-old at 2. No, I just remember, I didn't know what it was, but my mom kind of freaked out. And then, well, we went through several of them, so we got used to it. But it just feels like, literally, like somebody grabs the building and just
And
like
shakes
shakes
it, yeah.
Or a car hits you, like hits the building.
There
But-
are no earthquakes. Just in case anyone's freaking out, we are not talking about a local earthquake. We are not discussing local earthquake
They
issues.
happen every day, though.
Well, tremors
Yeah.
like that, yeah, but
Yeah.
nothing like, you don't
Tremors.
really like feel
Feel
them until they're much, much bigger. My parents were at the Oakland A's Giants World Series when the earthquake hit in San Francisco, and my mom had really, really gnarly, long, fake nails, and she was so, because they were up in the stands and it shook, like it really, really shook, and she took her fingernails and she cut through my dad's pants and cut his leg, so he was like hobbling out of the stadium with like these big fake nail cuts in his legs, and because she grabbed him so hard because she was so scared.
Poor thing.
Funny.
Oh yeah, shout out to my mom and dad who aren't listening because they live in San Francisco. But just in case they're streaming me from the newspapertree.com homepage, if you click on the little radio icon, you can stream me from your desk. And if you call 880-5262 and tell me what you're cooking for dinner, you can win 2 free passes to the Best of El Paso party.
Can I tell you what I'm cooking for dinner?
What are you, no.
My favorite thing in the world,
Really?
tuna fish sandwich.
Oh.
That's what I had for
I'm
lunch.
so good at it.
What do you put in your tuna fish
Do you
sandwich?
put cheese?
A little, just a tiny bit of mayonnaise,
Uh-huh.
and
Mustard.
I chop up jalapeno,
Ooh.
and it is so good. And I don't eat it with bread, I eat it with crackers.
Oh.
That's how I
And
usually
that's-
eat
Yeah.
it, but today for lunch I decided to go all out
And have the
and
real
have
deal.
bread.
I stole Rosie from Pike Street, the previous owner of Pike Street is a really good friend of mine, and I stole her tuna recipe, which is chopped black olives,
Oh,
chopped
giving it on the
scallions.
air.
I know I'm giving and chopped pickles, mayonnaise,
And olives.
a little mustard. Yeah, black olives,
Black olives.
scallions, pickles, tuna, mayonnaise, mustard, and it rocks. And because you add so much to it, you can make a really big batch of tuna. You know, that's what we're here for.
Hey, you know what? That's your next show, Cocinando con Lisa.
Cocinando con la Gringa. Hola El Paso, yo soy la cocinando. We have a caller. Hello, caller. A prank caller. Gosh, what's up with that?
Great.
That's redundant.
Ay,
Oh. All right, fine. We're gonna cut to a commercial break because that's what we do in radio. You're listening to Charlando con la Gringa at KAMA 750 AM. Don't touch that dial.